Hi everyone. Now I'm joined by the fabulous Jenni Draper today. She is a celebrity manicurist and the founder of the PersoNAILity nail brand. You can see the logo a bit in the background there. And she's going to be talking to us today about a new launch. Super exciting. You may have seen it on the Scratch website. It's called ManiCure and it's a range of gel products. But I will let Jenni tell us all about that. So hi Jenni, thank you for
Hi,
joining us.
thanks for having me.
So, where did this come from then? Why did you know that you wanted to launch a range of gel products?
So I've wanted to launch a range of gel products probably for about 20 years now. And I just never have. And I've got kind of, but for whatever reason, children, family, life events, it never really happened. And when I launched PersoNAILity, the tool range, it was just a bit of a I'd already been looking into launching something, and it was COVID, so that was the easiest thing because I already had like the I'd already had all the prototypes and stuff like that. So that kind of just happened, and then so the gel again that went on the back burner, and I didn't really think too much about it. But then a company approached me, an American company approached me and asked me if I would distribute their product. And so I thought about it and I was looking into it, but then it just didn't tick all the boxes that I would have wanted it to. And I actually spoke to somebody in the industry, Samantha Sweet, one day and just was like, I don't know if to do this and da da da. And she's a pretty good
Yeah.
someone she's quite well balanced and good
Mm.
at sort of saying, what needs to be said. And she just said, Jen, why don't you just launch your own brand? And I was like, oh yeah, why don't I? So I then started looking into it, and yeah, and I suppose in the beginning there was really nothing that ticked all the boxes for me. So yeah, so to actually bring my own brand out made more sense really. So yeah, so that's where it kind of all started, just that little spark that
Yeah.
Samantha put into my head, and then I just went, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I'll look into it, and that was over 3 years ago.
Wow.
So that we had that conversation. She probably doesn't even remember it now, but yeah, it's over 3 years ago, and that as I say, sort of sparked something, and then another nail tech contacted me and said, um, do can you give me some advice on being a celebrity, not a celebrity manicurist, but a session manicurist? What should I do? How do I start? Blah blah blah. So I was just chatting away to her, and she then said, oh, I'm doing a bit of work with somebody, and they're a manufacturer of gel polishes. And I was like, oh, can you tell me who they are? So she put me in contact. So it was it just happened, it
Yeah.
was like something happened and then it all kind of snowballed. So I got in contact with them and I started working with them. They're a UK manufacturer. And then from there they also put me in contact with somebody in the EU who does other, certain different components of it. So yeah, that was how it all began.
That's
As
amazing.
I say, yeah, that was 3 years ago, and but in that time, I thought I'd possibly have this out 2 years ago. Um, but yeah, these things don't happen like that. I now know. So yeah, all of the testing, I've been working really closely with this manufacturer and the chemist and tweaking things at what I wanted and how I'm actually allergic myself to a lot of gel products. So it was really important that obviously I could
Yeah.
I could use it. But yeah, that kind of is what triggered my interest in what can go in it, what should be in it, what shouldn't be in it, what you can take out with it still being a good product, blah blah
Mm.
blah. So yeah, so I just over those 3 years I've been testing what works, how compatible it is. The lamp has been tested for its compatibility with the gel. I wanted it to be made in either the UK or EU, so I could have quite a close eye on it and be able to get in contact and go and visit if I needed to. And yeah, so finally, 3 years later,
You made it.
got products that yeah, and of course, in that 3 years, you get one product and then something new and advanced comes, and then you're like, oh, well, I don't really want to release this now because it could be better. So I think I've got to where I'm happy. So yeah.
I feel like you could just keep changing stuff forever,
Oh,
couldn't you, if you
forever.
want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
And
we're finally here. I mean, it's compact what we've released, but compact and amazing, and we can add to that. So yeah.
amazing. And so why don't you tell us about what has been released in this first launch?
So the first collection, I have worked with some of the London session manicurists. So I kind of wanted it to be part of my DNA. So my DNA being that I'm a celebrity manicurist, and I've worked, as a London session manicurist for the past 20 odd years, and I know work, got friendships and acquaintances that do the similar things. So I thought it was nice to get them to help with the first collection. So 6 of the girls have chosen the first colour collection, the London edit. And then there's 2 fibre infused builder gels, which one of them is like, no kit is complete without this, definitely. And then the other colour is a really kind of nice, like kind of the soap nails that's going on at the moment, the princess nails, call it what you want, nice healthy glowy nails. And that's kind of our ethos behind it all, is that the health of the nail is at the forefront of this launch. So yeah, so 6 colors have been chosen by 6 session manicurists, and then 2 builder gels, a base, a rubber base, our bouncy base, and our no wipe top coat.
Amazing. And the lamp, of course.
So yeah, 10 gels and a compatible lamp that go with it, that's rechargeable and it's cordless, and you can, especially if you work in other people's homes and things, or you do toes, it's amazing because there's no leads, which is
Amazing. And so you said quickly there about the ethos, so and you were focusing on the health of the nail. So how did you go about that?
So in the PersoNAILity range already, we had the Hydrodrops, which I formulated whilst on set because I wanted something that was hydrating but not oily, so that when models or actresses or whoever I'm working with, they could put on the couture clothing and not ruin them and get the, or that their nails weren't, if it was a close-up, that they're not going to be all greasy. So I formulated Hydrodrops with hyaluronic acid, so they're oil free. So that was what first kind of I came across, like the biotin, the bamboo, all the ingredients that are in Hydrodrops. And then after that, I brought out the supplements. So we've got the nail and skin supplements, which again, they contain bamboo and biotin. And so they were there to sort of really put forward the importance of the nail health, because obviously if the nail is not healthy, then you're going to have problems. So we've got the Hydrodrops that you can use daily on the nail, the supplements that you take, so internally your nail daily is going to be getting the benefits from that. And then so the ingredients had to sort of go alongside that as well. So our bouncy base is infused with biotin as well, so that goes directly onto the nail. And then the other products are all, they're just they're well as toxin free as possible, which we obviously know isn't completely possible when you're doing a gel polish range, but we've tried to keep as many allergens out of the products as possible. So yeah, so we would, and our education, we're always banging on about, every single time you get your client into the chair, we want to look and see the health of the nail. That's the most important thing.
Amazing. I was going to ask you about education as well, because I know that you have released that in line with ManiCure. So tell us about that.
So the education, so we've got online education. So if you buy anything from us, any of our gel range, you get instant access to the beginner course. So you may have already done course. We don't want to teach people to suck eggs, but we do want to make sure that it's instilled in you the proper way to be using our product. So that you get free online education access for everything, so everyone gets that, and also access to the community, so our online community, which you've got all of the educators on there. Myself, we'll all be there to, so if you've got any questions, so it's completely open. You can ask questions, whatever. There's nothing's hidden. It's very much like ask questions, because if you're doing something wrong, we want to be able to help you, or if there is a problem, we need to know about it. So yeah, education is going to be we're going to be focusing on that quite heavily after September. So we've got the online courses, but also for beginners, it is every course will be in person. So for a beginner's course, it will be in person, but you also do still get the online access to it. So even then, if they come in and do their beginner's course with us, but myself or one of the educators, they also get access to the online course, so they can keep repeating, going over their knowledge, revisiting it. If there's any, questions they've got, they can, go ask again on the community. So yeah.
That's amazing. I love that community aspect. I think that's so important.
Yeah,
There's people you could talk
I,
to.
I think it's really important nowadays that we've
Mm,
got to sort of, and it's the way, it's one way of everyone, whatever time of day it is. You might be working till 9 o'clock, so
yeah.
you might not be able to see any. But if you can go online then, and somebody can either help you there'll be people that may be able to help you, or will be answered as soon as it can be. So yeah,
Yeah. Oh, amazing. And I
plan.
want and I want to ask you about the look of the packaging because I think it looks so chic and cool. So how did that come about?
So the manicure, um, that well, obviously it's the manicure. So as I said again, manicure, which comes from the original name manicure, which is to the health of the nail and the skin. So that's there, but the cure obviously being a gel polish that cures under the lamp. So the logo has come from our PersoNAILity design originally. Anyway, so we've taken inspo from that. But what we wanted to do, we did want it to look quite slightly clinical, because we do want it to be about making sure that everything that you do is clean. You're working in a clean, tidy environment, that
Mm,
you're looking after yourself as a tech, but you're also making sure that your client is looking after their nails and the health of their nails. So it's quite slightly, I'd say, clinical look, but everything we want to be like quite sharp and clean, but also we want it to fit in anybody's salon. So your salon might be purple and orange, but it could still fit in there. So that's where, we just wanted something that looks clean, sharp, and crisp in any salon.
love that. It definitely is that. It looks great.
Yeah, I'm pleased with it. It's
And
quite,
so what's your favorite thing about the range then?
um, what's my favorite thing? Oh gosh, I'll probably the builder gels at the
Yeah.
moment. Yeah, they're amazing. So they're fiber infused. So you can apply them thin, but they've still got that network of fibers that creates a really strong structure. So you can apply them really thin, but give them structure, and they're still strong. So I'm really pleased with the gels, the builder gels. Yeah. Yeah, and more to come. I just can't wait to get more and more
I bet you feel
colours
like I just
out.
want to get it out now.
Yeah. So the first collection obviously was I called on the help of some of my friends from the session industry, but the second collection we will be asking the community to um, pick the next collection. So each collection that drops after this one will be 6 colours and 2 builder gels, and we're going to pick 6 people from the community to come in and help us pick those colours for the next launch, the next colour launch.
It must be quite hard choosing the colour actually.
Yeah, so I thought I'd let somebody else do it.
Don't worry about that.
You do that, I'll do the other bit. So,
I
yeah.
love that. And I've got to say, the session like manicurist that you've chosen for this one, I mean, it's some big names like Marion Newman and
Yeah.
people like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, Marion, you can't have a session, London session collection, and not ask Marion to pick a colour. The colour Marion, which is like what I've got on at the moment, which is just the most perfect. If you only have one colour in your collection, it's just got to be Marion. It is. As a session manicurist, we always laugh because you could pretty much 80% of the time go on a shoot with 2 colours in your kit and
Mm.
file. That's Marion, which is what is my Marion, and Rebecca, which is the sort of dark rouge noiry colour from the collection. You could go with two colours and probably be all right 80% of the time. So they had to be in the first collection.
I love that. And so what's the reaction been like so far since the
Yeah, like it just, yeah, it's been really good. So just to, everyone's been really supportive, and just when they know the background of, you know, what's behind it and the ethos and stuff, everyone's, yeah, really enjoying it. So I mean, we're literally, you are, well, as you know, we were meant to talk last week and it was just like, no, this isn't going to happen, because I had a big delivery that was taller than me, and I had to try and work out where that was all going to go, and yeah, fit, you know, unbox everything and then try and get products out to people that particularly the girls that had helped pick the collection. And then we've got pre-orders which are still coming in, and they will be going out next week, and then the big launches towards the end of the month. So yeah, it's
Amazing.
all go.
Oh, go. And so
Yeah,
looking to the future, when can we expect more from Manicure?
well, we will quite quickly be launching the autumn winter collection.
Amazing.
And then next year, we've got a collaboration with a London designer, which is a really exciting one. And then, funny enough, today before you came in, I was talking to somebody else about a collaboration. So fingers crossed. So I think what is important for me is just trying to get everyone involved, not, you know, like a kind of everyone, not just, you know, just it doesn't matter whether you sit
Yeah.
at home and do nails at home, or if you work going around people's houses, or if you've got a big salon, or if you're a session manicurist, just like the whole nail tech community, really. um really like creating a you can sit with us, you know,
Definitely.
ethos. Don't, you know, no one's not invited, everyone's invited, everyone's free to speak, to tell us what colors you want. You know, obviously we might not be able to do every color off for each collection, but yeah, just trying to get everyone involved as much as possible, really.
Oh, I love that so much. What a great ethos.
Yeah,
Amazing.
hopefully that's you know, it'd be really nice if we can. And then like further down the line, I've been talking to some of the to some other people in the industry, and about maybe doing an event where we've got some, you know, not just as a brand, but with other people involved, that will get, you know, that where people can come and try things and do some workshops, and, you know, maybe smaller ones, so that, because I remember last year speaking to some ladies that were, you know, maybe a little bit older and were a bit worried about what they would wear and things like that. So, you know, maybe smaller events where people don't feel so worried about what they look like, or, you know, it doesn't
Yes.
matter, you know. So that's the plan for the next year or so.
Wow, lots going on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, you know, start as you mean to go on.
Absolutely. Oh, we're so excited to see all that you achieve, and it's
Yeah.
been great to hear more about it.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you
for
so
you know, supporting me, and the journey so far. I know I've been telling you for the last 2 years, I'm bringing out something, I'm bringing out
much.
something, but it's finally here. So
We know what it is.
yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your time. It's been
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Thank
Oh,
you so
thank you very
much.
much.
Oh, and I should also say, where should people go to buy manicure? Not
So
forget
to
that.
www.personality, personality .co.uk, but all the links are on Instagram and TikTok as well. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. And we'll link it everywhere as well.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.